Was geht ab, Freunde? Herzlich willkommen zum neuen Video. Schön, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt. Heute ist ein spezieller Tag und zwar haben wir heute das NPC Bikini Posingseminar für Beginner. Und wir haben niemand Geringeres als Alison Testu aus Frankreich zu Gast. Sie ist Olympiathletin und IFBB Pro, genauso wie Nastja Rosheva. Sie ist unsere Athletin im Team, unser Posing-Coach und auch IFBB Pro, vor 2 Jahren geworden. Und ja, und heute findet dieses Seminar statt. Wir haben richtig viele Teilnehmer und ich wünsche euch viel Spaß beim Zuschauen.
Nice to see you all there. So we're gonna start the seminar by trying to find the correct front pose for you, because as you know in NPC, we got the left front pose and the right front pose, okay? So if one of you already know which side look the best, you can go on the side. And if you girls don't know your correct side on your front pose, stay here. We're gonna try to figure it out together. And then we're gonna make 2 groups, one group of girls with the left front side and one group of girls with the right front side.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna try together finding the perfect front pose, okay?
Einer der Tipps, die ich jedem mitgeben möchte, fangt frühzeitig an zu üben. Denn sogar auch wenn ihr euch noch unwohl fühlt, weil ihr in der Off-Season seid, ist es der richtige Zeitpunkt, da anzufangen, die Schritte und die Posen zu üben, damit ihr, wenn ihr shredded seid, schon alles andere auf Autopilot ist. Euer Kopf ist Matsch, glaubt mir, dann könnt ihr keine Schritte mehr richtig einstudieren. Bonustipp: Wer hat schon so viel Zeit, um das noch on top zu machen? Nutzt die Satzpausen dafür. Traut euch, vor den anderen zu posen und ja, die Zeit zu nutzen, dass alles auf Autopilot funktioniert.
We're gonna try to check your back pose. Everyone on the back pose to the wall. Perfect. So the first rule when you do your back pose is like, never put your hair on top of your shoulders, because the judges need to see your back shoulder. That's perfect, you can relax.
When you have tiny quads, then just a little bit to the side. Don't squeeze your glute. Never, never, please, right?
We don't have nothing else to correct on your front and back pose. So very, very good. Now we're gonna check the transition. Your first transition will be the transition in S, the capital letter S. Okay, so you will have to keep your waist side exactly as your front pose, okay? The shoulders the same, but we will change the legs. Try to do this one, and I'm going to correct you. So there is a space to do as many transitions as you want during your comparison round. You just have to find your style. So this is something I cannot teach you. I can just show you the different way to remove your arm. But this thing has to be personal. Now, we're going to check the transition from the back to the front. You can do behind and side in front, point of the toes. Or, it was hard, this one. Or you can do this one, side, point of the toes, so you can see, always in T. And just side and turn. So now we're just gonna check how we're gonna do. Good, 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 I see a lot of upper glutes, so that's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to speak about the theory for the walk, okay? So the common mistake I see on stage, and the mistake, of course, I don't want to see, are those 3 mistakes. First, keeping the body weight on the back leg. Don't do that, okay? If you keep the body weight on the back leg, it looks like you are afraid to be on stage. So always put all your body on the front leg. So before putting the body weight on the front leg, you have to straighten this leg, because if you put the body weight on the front leg, you will walk like this. So always lock your knee, put the body weight on it, and if you want, you can practice the technique of the flamingo. Always the body weight on the front leg, you bend, body weight on the front leg, you bend, body weight on the front leg. The second mistake I see, of course, is bending the knee. So always the front one straight.
Or like this.
Yes. Never do a step, okay? We just make slightly progress the leg, put the body weight on it, slightly progress. Third mistake I see is the girl walking with a gap between the legs. Okay, so we don't want a gap. We want a kiss with your knee. So you just have to always slide your calves and knee together before stretching and putting the body weight. Third mistake I see, walking with the glutes like this. Like this. So always walk with your glutes behind yourself. Keep your upper body chest up, straight front. You walk, slide, 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 and chin up. Fourth mistake I see, it's walking with the point of the toes in. Never, okay? When you slide, you open the point of the toes to the outside. So that was for the front walk only. So we're going to practice the front walk first, but of course for the side walk and for the back walk, there is a different technique. So we're going to do exactly the same, but you have to walk to the back. So we're going to watch you from here, walking to the balloons.
Den Tipp, den ich vielen mitgebe von meinen Athletinnen, ist, dass man, wenn man seinen Eye-Walk macht, wirklich nur die Stärken zeigt, nicht zu lange auf der Bühne posen, weil je länger man auf der Bühne steht, umso eher können die Judges die Schwachstellen finden. Und eben auch, es können auch eher Fehler passieren. Deswegen, wenn man auf die Bühne geht, den Eye-Walk präsentiert, zeigt eure Stärken, haltet es kurz und geht dann raus. Der Judge wird vielleicht danach dich nochmal sehen wollen, weil er vielleicht nochmal die Backpose sehen möchte und wird dann euch eher rausziehen für die Vergleiche. Deswegen haltet das Posing kurz, den Eye-Walk kurz halten, nur die Stärken zeigen und dann wieder rausziehen.
Now for the arms movement. It's the same than the front walk. You just follow the front leg. And you keep the curve with your lower back. But you have to keep the shape almost on the same than your front pose. Okay?
We practice the walk, right? But there's something else. You just don't walk and then how do you stop, right? It's not that easy.
It's possible that when you start the competition, you enter from backstage from this side, okay? So the first thing you're gonna have to do on stage will be your routine, but we're just gonna speak about the comparison around here. If your pose is on the right, you will finish the walk on the left leg. Send the right glute and pose. if you enter from this side, you will have to finish your walk on the left leg if you pose on the right. Twist and pose. And if you arrive from the front, you will always finish your walk on your left leg for the girl posing on the right glute and pose. For the girls on the left, it will be exactly the same. Your 3 entrances, you always finish on your right leg if you pose on your left.
Finish your walk with the left and then turn around and pose. That's me. And then turn around and then bam, bam.
So we do the transition, we say goodbye, and we leave this side. Feet side, arm in front of the belly, and we leave the stage. Good.
So first of all, one pose in the background, and then walk to the front, back, front, and then say goodbye and go to the backstage. Okay?
So my favorite tip that I like to give for the first-timers, bikini girls, is first of all, start practicing the posing in off-season. I know that you don't want to practice the posing when you are trying to grow your muscles because you are holding a little bit more fat than on stage, but this is the most important part of your preparation. The growth season is almost more important than the prep season because this is the moment you are full of energy, so you can build up your muscles. This is also the moment when you have the energy to practice the posing, to try new things. And if you succeed to pose with your growing physique, so you will be able to pose twice easier with a dry and conditioned physique once on stage. But also think about that in prep. You don't have the brain to think to all of this. You have just the mechanism to remember how to pose, but for that you needed to learn in your growing season. So this is my favorite tip I like to give to the girls. But also once on stage, you need to pose flawlessly, make your shape like flawless, like an hourglass shape, kind of. Don't overpose. Bikini is a category which all the muscles have to flow naturally all together. So don't overpose and practice in off-season, in growth season.
Special giveaway. And where you from to come to the largest distance? Wow, okay. How many kilometers? 800? Mm-hmm. Can top someone 800 kilometers? No?
No,
okay.
I don't think so.
Woo! You have a special gift from Alison?
Yes. It's not from me, it's from Jordan Peters, the famous. You're welcome. So you got a special gift inside. It's a jumpsuit. A short jumpsuit.
And before you leave, everyone, please grab one of the bags.
And of course, if, for example, there is one purple and you don't like the purple, you prefer the yellow, you are welcome to swipe the t-shirt between each other because the goal is that you wear the t-shirt, of course.
Okay.
So happy because it looks on point.
Yes, it looks already that you can just a little bit more practice and then you're ready to go.
Very good, ladies. So proud of you.
Danke, dass ihr da wart. Das war so geil, so viele Leute zu sehen, den Fortschritt zu sehen, so wie Alison schon auch in dem Posing selbst gesagt hat, dass der Fortschritt war enorm. Also richtig geil, wir sind stolz auf euch. Und für alle, die nur zugeschaut haben, danke, dass ihr in das Video reingeklickt habt. Lasst einen Daumen hoch da und folgt den Channel.